8:48 in the morning. It's Indiana in the morning, 101.1 FM and AM 1160. Good morning. This is being broadcast on Facebook Live, so if you're on Facebook right now, you can watch our interview with the folks from the Civil Air Patrol. And Bill Bracken has brought a couple of wonderful cadets this morning. We're going to meet them. Bill, good morning to you. Let's set this interview up, shall we? You've got a big event coming up.
Yes, sir. This Monday, coming up on May 30th, we'll be having an open house.
April 30th.
Yes, April 30th. Thank you very much.
Okay.
At the Jimmy Stewart Airport, the red brick building located on airport property. It's an open house where potential cadets can come on in and learn about the Civil Air Patrol, learn about the missions we do, learn about our cadet programs. We'll actually have our aircraft, the Cessna 182, on display that any children can come in and go ahead and take a look and feel the controls. And we'll also have a flight simulator that they can actually get hands-on in a training environment and see what we do on a daily basis.
Terrific, terrific. Let's meet our cadets this morning, and we'll start over at that same microphone. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Cadet Chief Master Sergeant Stahl, and I'm in 9th grade at Penns Manor.
At Penns Manor?
Yes, sir.
Okay, wonderful. And on the other microphone this morning, good morning.
Good morning. I'm Cadet Master Sergeant Dillick, and I'm a sophomore at Apollo Ridge High School.
All right, well, it's good to meet you both, and let's learn. And we'll start over here at this first microphone with Cadet Stahl. Tell me about the program itself and why you got involved.
Well, the program itself is to teach young cadets from 12 to 18 about the military and how to get involved with it. And I joined because I saw someone come to my school about it, and they talked to us, and I really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm. And since that time, what year are you in, you said?
This is my second year.
This is your second year. Are you a sophomore?
No, I'm in 9th grade, but this is my second year in the program.
Oh, okay, okay. And so in 2 years, have you identified certain areas that you'd like to go with the program?
I'd like to get into the Air Force Academy. That's my goal from this program.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now let's go over here to Cadet Dillick. Good morning to you again. Tell me about your involvement in the program. What attracted you to the Civil Air Patrol?
Like, what attracted me to it was, like, I saw it, and, like, I've always wanted to go to a military career, especially Air Force. When I saw that Civil Air Patrol is the civilian auxiliary, I wanted to join up so I could get a head start, if you will. Because I do know if you can get to Cadet Second Lieutenant, you can enlist in the Air Force as an E3, so you'll be 2 full pay grades ahead of someone who wasn't in the program.
So you've really got it mapped out, how you'd like this all to go. So tell me about the experience of being a cadet. What's it been like for you?
It's definitely been amazing. Like, there's definitely been some hard spots, but like, I've been able to push through that and really excel. And I've definitely changed for the better as a person, like with being selfless and ready to take the initiative, if you will.
When you became involved, was it through something like the open house that's coming up?
Actually, it's kind of a long story. Like, I found out about it at, like, an air festival, and at that point I was too young to sign up. And after that, it just faded out of my memory. And it came back after my 8th grade year. And when I saw it was part of the Air Force, I wanted to join up, see what it was about. And I definitely, what's the word? Like, I definitely enjoy that decision. Like, I've made the right decision there. It
piqued your interest, and you've kept it up. Bill, this is a couple of good candidates you brought in for us here today. These folks know what they're driven. I guess that's the best way for me to put it.
We definitely have a group of driven cadets in the entire squadron. And one of the great things that I like about the Civil Air Patrol, not only are they learning about our core values of integrity, service before self, respect, and excellence, they're getting to do this in a fun, hands-on way.
Yeah.
It's one thing for me to teach the cadets up in an aerospace class and teach them about aerodynamics, but it's another thing. Both of these cadets have gone on orientation flights where they actually are in the airplane with nothing but air between them and the ground, and they actually get to take their hands on the controls and fly the aircraft, and so that's pretty exciting. We also study about rockets, build rockets, and eventually go and launch the rockets. So just
cool.
Like John Glenn and Friendship Shevin with the Atlas rockets, these cadets get to build their own rockets and get to experience that same thrill there.
Wonderful. Let's get Cadet Stahl back in here and talk a little bit more with her. When you became involved in the program, I don't know if you knew exactly how the thing would line out for you. Has it been what you anticipated it would be?
It has definitely not been what I anticipated it to be. I really wasn't sure if I really wanted to be in it when I first joined, but now I do not want to quit, and I've been here and I love it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so obviously you'd recommend it for others.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So with the event coming up on Monday, did you have an event such as that sort of guided you into?
Yes, sir. We had a smaller open house when I first joined, and I enjoyed it, and I loved being it.
Yeah, yeah. And in your other schoolwork away from the Civil Air Patrol, have some of the disciplines that you've learned with the Air Patrol helped you in your other schoolwork?
Definitely. I've been able to learn how to control myself better and get everything done and not procrastinate as much.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I got to get my son involved in this. It is Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank here on WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160. And we're talking with some folks with the Civil Air Patrol, the event coming up on Monday. Mr. Dillick, tell me a little bit more about how your friends and those who are with you with the Civil Air Patrol, how they react to your role with the Civil Air Patrol.
Like, when I tell some of my friends about it, like, I have to explain it because they'd never heard it. And I even wanted to see, like, if they would get involved. But a lot of them don't because, like, they just don't. I don't know if they just don't have the time or something along those lines. Like, they just don't want to get involved. But I definitely say, like, you should sign up. I mean, like, at first, you don't know if you want to be in or not. Like, that's how I was, like, when I very first came to it. But afterwards, like, you find out, like, it's for you. And, like, now, like, as for that, like, I don't want to quit. Like, I would lose it if I was, like, forced out of the program.
Well, yeah, and the open house is exactly for folks who might have a little bit of an interest in it, a bit of curiosity, and they'll be able to learn a little bit more. As you have been preparing for this event, have you been involved in some of the things that are going to be happening on Monday? Do you have a role?
Not really. We've just been all of the cadets at the squadron have just been over exactly what's going to happen and like how we're going to do it.
So you've been there, and you know that folks might have questions for you, and
yes, sir.
And you'll get the opportunity to tell them about how fun it is for you.
Yes, sir.
All right. So at Penns Manor, how many other Penns Manor students?
We
are
only
involved?
have one other cadet at Penns Manor.
One other cadet at Penns Manor. All right. So we can get more from that. What about at Apollo Ridge? Is there a big presence?
I am the only cadet.
You're the only cadet.
From what I know. And that's what I was planning, like, actually maybe in my history class or, like, any other middle school class, like, be able to take a period and go down and, like, help kind of recruit, if you will, like, get other kids in the program. Because we could definitely use more cadets, like, as a whole.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, that's what it's all about. How many cadets are there right now?
We have 22 on the books.
22? That's tremendous, tremendous undertaking. It's coming up on Monday. Bill, let's give the details again for anybody that wants to come. Obviously, it's free. There's no cost or obligation for anybody that comes.
Free and no cost this Monday at 7 p.m. at the Jimmy Stewart Airport, the Red Brick Building. It's going to be a great time, and you'll actually see young people who put their cell phones down and actually go out and they actually go flying. They actually go on missions. Both of these cadets actually went up to Erie when they were snowed in and helped shovel out senior citizens in the driveway, out doing things, down aircraft and lost hikers or other missions that these cadets have helped participate in.
Obviously, at the air show next month, or not next month, but in June, Civil Air Patrol always has a role there as well.
Oh, absolutely. We'll be having our annual pancake breakfast, and we look forward to seeing everyone who's supported us in the past.
All right. I want Dillick and Stahl to be flipping pancakes for me. Sound good to you?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you both for coming in. Thank you all for coming in. The Civil Air Patrol event is happening on Monday at the Jimmy Stewart Airport. Have a wonderful day today, and I know you've got a weekend of work ahead of you to get ready for this thing.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for inviting us.
It is Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank here on WCCS 101.1 FM.